Hey guys, KTV here. This is another video. This is just part 3. This is just the final look at the eBay extension lead bundle, whatever you want to call it, electrical pack items. So we have our first one, which is a old stud-in, not to exceed 13 amperes. As you can see, it's really old. Disconnect from mains when changing fuse. Check that fuse is okay in there. So we have 4 plugs. However, we have failed shutters. I'm going to be honest here, it would fail a pack test. However, you've got to bear in mind, I'm going to use this very, very responsibly. You can't get a shot by sticking your fingers there, which is fine because the contacts are way down there. Obviously I won't do that. And we have 4 plugs, 13 amps. The cable on the other hand, as you saw, was moulded, so it wasn't moulded in, it was a moulded plug on the end. So as you can see, that got cut off, and just for retro's sake, replaced it with the Electra one I shown in part 1, the unboxing. So there's a look at another look at the Electra in its use, about 1.5 meters probably. And these are a look at your Micromark 5 meters now. These were rewired because I said they had 0.75 flex. They were rewired with 1.5 to carry a 13 amp fuse. This one's from 1998 to make it retro, because it does look retro. I've used a Delta MEM plug, so I've used a good quality plug top on there, and that's 5 meters, ready for business. This one on the other hand is a PMS one, and this is the one that I plugged in that didn't do anything. It didn't light up. I know one of them I did. So this one, I'm going to shove it in now and you can see what it does, because I did say in part 2 it had its neon repaired. So it's got a brand new neon in there now, which we soldered to it. So you've got a neon now for it, and the plug on that is your standard Volex unsleeved plug, which is now part of Crabtree and the Electrium group. So they're all your rewirable ones, your ones that needed the urgent work. This is your average domestic pound stretcher Hudson branded thing. It's okay because I've used a few of these around the house. They're okay leads, 2 meters, you know, they do their job. And you've got a PMS 2 meter, just your bog standard PMS from wherever, just PMS. Had a model number, fair enough, just your average PMS lead, we've seen so many. This one's quite interesting because this is a Selectric, I believe, 1995 it's from, you can see 1995, so it passed in 2001, but it was built in 1995, and I think it's made by Selectric if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't say, but it did say on the plug, which we've cut off for safety's sake. This is the one that Stephen put on, and it's a Zehnhydra, whatever, but it looks like a Skullmore, to be honest, a Skullmore click, so maybe they helped design it. The neon does work on this one, however, even if it didn't, I don't think I could take this one apart to do it. Yeah, oh no, sorry, it's not a Selectric, it's a Micromark, got that all wrong. So this is a 1995 Micromark, and that RCD plug was obviously older, so obviously that, because it had the RCD plug on, it's obviously been taken off it. So yeah, so that's that one. Here's the one we're talking about. This is the one that I think Stephen helped put the plug on. It's yellowed because it's been in sunlight or something, Will said, because I did take it down the page. This is your Selectric one, so this one has a Sainsbury's 13 amp plug on. Really it's a MB. So this one's I think it's got the neon. It was surge protected, however, it was surge protected when lit. That's went years ago, hasn't it? Yeah, it's lit very, very slightly in there, but I'm not sure if it's not lying as bright, so I think the surge protector in that's probably kicked the dust. However, doesn't really matter, it's just a extension lead, I suppose. And the final one is a unknown, it looks like PMS, well it isn't, and this is why you always inspect things, because this one is it says KFE9, but it has 1mm cable and it has a 13 amp fuse. 1mm 10 amps, so 1mm cable. I replaced that plug for a 10 amp fuse. That just about wraps this up. So there's the look at the extension leads in their restored glory, all working well. And yeah, that just about wraps this video up. Bye guys.